Crowded News is a social curation platform, and it takes every single element of social content, be it from Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and combines it all into one simple, easy-to-use stream. So that, for example, if you're talking about a certain event or a topic, you don't have to keep going to the different elements and different platforms. It can all be brought together in a seamless environment for your readers or your audiences. With all that buzz that's going on around either topics or breaking news, sometimes there's so much going on, you don't have necessarily the time or the workflow to be able to really analyse everything, look at it, filter it and publish it. We're able to give all of that content information directly to the publishers in a way that gives them peace of mind around relevancy and around risk, that they can then put that content onto their website. A lot of elements around social content or the social UGC means that it can be very, very fresh and really tailored to specific either themes or words or even locations. So you're doing one of two things for the publishers. One, you're making it easy for them to really understand what the social buzz is around a particular topic, and two, you're making it also very easy for them to publish it. So if an event broke this morning, how would a publisher or an editor use our technology? Well, there's two ways. There's the first one, which is within 15 minutes, you can create what we call a breaking news social stream based on themes and topics around what's happened. And it's very, very quick. You basically know essentially already what you think the main themes are around, let's say, the Panama Papers, right? So you want to talk about offshoring, you want to talk about tax havens, you want to talk about whether it's good or bad, or maybe what are the ethics around it, etc. And then you want to look for those keywords, but also maybe key players, key thought leaders, etc. Which, if you look at the papers, they pretty much everybody's been identified. You can use as a source of creating your content. That takes about 15-20 minutes, goes online, and it's there. You can determine what stream and who does it. The second way of using our technology is, you know that you want to have a bit more engaged opinion piece. You can use one of our pieces of technology enables you to worry about creating the content on its own. You write the header, you write the content, and our technology will examine those and automatically pull in feed dynamically based on what is in the actual text and the content of your feed. So the first one is great. It's based on topics, themes, key readers, key writers. The second one, you add on what you've just done, but you also look at the exact words you've used. So, for example, you may want to use words such as Panama Papers. You may want to use such as offshoring, or you may Panama, etc., and see how often they appear, how often they're used, and that will then determine the kind of content you bring in. So there's two ones. One's a topic-based, one is actually based on the words that your editors and publishers are putting on your website. One of the key advantages of using a platform like Crowded News is that it really does reduce the stress and the amount of time it takes to really find the information behind a story. So traditionally you'd have to go out on the street, interview people, or maybe do some research behind all of that. And also it's quite time sensitive, right? Because you know that you want to make sure you get the opinion piece out quite quickly. Well, rather than having to interview people in the street now, you're able to use the power of social media to bring those interviews right into your desk, right there where you need them. And you can start filtering what makes relevant and what makes sense for the article that you're writing. So in terms of being able to get the information you need, it's hugely dynamic and hugely fast. And so as part of the workflow, as you're looking at incorporating social, not only does it reduce stress because essentially it's there for you, you're also able to see in real time how it's relevant for the article that you're creating. What we're finding is that while the content is being created by the publisher, the context is being augmented by the social reader, which builds an element of trust around what the brand and publisher is trying to do. Once you get people to respond to your environment and add voices to your content, it clearly builds a community. And I genuinely think that communities are becoming much more powerful than the platforms upon which those communities are creating content.